Just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. Eight.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah.
Ty Detmer. He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8.
Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 33 yards that time.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will be alongside. He'll have highlights and analysis from Orlando of this first half of action. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
At the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And this offense is running away with this one. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And he returns this to the 22.
Christian Kirk on the return. The Rams take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Minshew. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Kiko Alonso able to drop him for a loss of a couple.
2 yards. It's 2nd down.
After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. That one complete to him. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard.
First half in the book. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half.
With the score, our home team.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Big mistake here by the kicker, kicking it out of bounds.
The one that drives coaches crazy. Keep it in the field of play and let your guys cover.
Play action. Now Jackson. Open man is here. He's got it. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They go play action with Jackson. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again. And now it's third down.
Third down and 10.
On third down, Jackson. Going for Evans, but that pass is intercepted. Picked up near the 26. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So an opening drive interception to begin this second half.
And just think about the time you spend in the locker room going over what you expected to do in the second half. Not the way they saw it, not the way they drew it up. You find out this is something that you can't just edit, right? There's no rewrite here. This is live, and now they've got to find a way out of this hole.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
By Jalen Ramsey.
On second and 10, Minshew steps away to his left. Past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Minshew sets to throw, and that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a full race, and he will have a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion. I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Rams take over first and 10 at their own.
Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And going deep for Hill. It's caught at the 10. And he's into the end zone for a receiving touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 40 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. There we go now as they will again try for two. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 20.
The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his...
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler Jalen Ramsey. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7 at the 36-yard line.
Here's Jackson off the play fake. And going deep for Hill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Looking to throw it, Minshew. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver, whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter.
And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 42 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. And now once again, they'll line up to go for 2. And that touchdown reception is the 5th for him in this game, and that ties the NFL record.
And a record that's held up since 1950. This is another person that's tied it, but think about this. Bob Shaw said it in 1950. Kellen Winslow came along and tied it. And then, of course, Jerry Rice tied it as well. And finally, we're seeing it here one more time. Phenomenal.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
L.A. set to take over again on offense. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more.
And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowler, Jalen Ramsey. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Intercepted.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 45 yards. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Here we go now as they will again try for 2. And that, boys and girls, is an NFL record 6th touchdown reception. The record has stood since 1950. What a game.
How about that? Because so many things have to go right in order for it to happen. Not just him catching the passes, someone delivering it accurately, offensive line giving him time to throw the ball. A true team record, but he stands above it because he was on the receiving end of so many great plays.
10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always have that being a team.
And they get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Albert Wilson, 75 yards. And the Rams do gain a bit of respectability. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Jackson eluding the pressure right. And going, and that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down the mount before getting this inside the 30. A heck of a way to start the 4th quarter, just south of 40 yards on the pickup. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards the gain there And that'll be good enough for the first. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That's another first down.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now Elliott. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They've got a 2nd and goal, and they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
Yeah, I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
This one fielded at the 5. And a loose football. There he goes left side. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
On the returns, the Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
And the Rams getting set to go now. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal.
And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah,
nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Now Minshew. Incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Albert Wilson.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. He's going to let it fly. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Intended for Marquise Lee. Incomplete. Jimmy Ward there defensively.
Here's Riley Dixon now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about it. carry it with them.
As an offense.